Hello, this is the Crosscamp Flex 541. Let me give you a quick tour of how this vehicle operates. So let's begin. Let's open up the door. And let me show you something very important when you're driving in Iceland. Right on the left side of the steering wheel, you have the headlights. Right now they're off. To turn them on, you have to flicker them to the top. When there's the O symbol, that means they're off. Very important by law, the headlights must always be on while you're driving. Turn off the vehicle. You take out the keys. Don't forget to turn off the lights, the headlights. Again, the 0O symbol is to turn the headlights off. Fuel type. The Crosscamp Flex runs on diesel fuel. The compartment for the fuel is on the driver's side door. You need to have that door, the main door open. Then you can access the little door for the gas. The top cap with the key. Insert it, you unlock it and take out the cap. Black cap, diesel, black handle at the gas station. Not the green one, black one. The bottom cap, the AdBlue cap, don't worry about that. We take care of it. All right, let's go to the back part of the vehicle and let me show you the spare tire, just in case you get a flat tire on the road. Here's the spare. We also include the key and the locks and the jack to lift up the vehicle. This tire that's in the back, the spare, has a specific lock key that takes out these nuts and bolts, these screws. And then this wheel here, let's say this is the wheel that is low, and you need to take this out. This specific wheel has a specific lock key that you need to put into these screws to take them out, these bolts. Once you take out the bad tire and replace it with the spare tire, the good tire, make sure to put the same bolts and screws into the new wheel. These screws for the back rim, the bad tire, won't fit with the spare tire. So make sure you're not mixing the bolts and the screws. Now let's open up the trunk area. And here, let's start off with the little door down here. Let's open it up. Let's push these pins in and it unlocks. Open up the door. We have the gas propane tank that feeds it to the stove inside. This will be empty. You need to go to the gas station, replace it, fill it up. Gray bin has the cooking accessories. Pots, pans, cups, forks, spoons. We have a portable gas griddle that you can take with you. To turn this on, first this dial needs to be on off, so make sure it's on off. And then unlock and lock, you need to lock it so it locks the propane and opens up the gas. And then you have to rotate to on, which is down here, gives it a little bit of gas, and then ignites and it's on. You can see, and then you can control it maximum and minimum. To turn it off, you rotate back to off, and then always make sure that the lever is on lock, and now it can't release any gas. Flip this back over so it fits in the box, close it, and lock it. We have a storage bag that has the sleeping bags and pillows. We have the bag that contains the 230-volt cable plug for the campsites. Both doors have windows. You can pull the shade downwards to close out the light. Top, you can bring it down again, and it has a netting. Lift it back up. The windows have a lock. You flip it down, and then you push it out. Get some fresh air. Close it back. Passenger side of the vehicle, the back, we have a little box here that opens up. That's the 230-volt connection into the vehicle. We have the plug, the campsite, the 230-volt cable plug, long extension. We plug this into here. Open up the cover. Make sure the cover is inside the box. Connect the pins. Push it in. You hear the lock. That's good. It's locked. And then this cable goes into the electricity box in the campsite. Just make sure when you arrive at the campsite, you're not there too late because the office might be closed. You might plug this into the electricity box and might not have any electricity whatsoever. That's because you have to activate the electrical box. So you have to pay for it, they activate it, and then it works. To unlock it, to take out the plug when you're done, there's a push down lock button to the left. You push that down, you push back, cable comes out. The vehicle on the passenger side, there's the awning on the top. If you want to have access to the awning, just request it during the booking and we'll provide you the lock and the pull stick to get the awning out. Now let's move into the interior of the vehicle. Open up the sliding door. Let's come inside. The Crosscamp includes 2 extra seats. So if you have 2 other people in the vehicle, you have 2 driving seats available. Sit down here with seat belts. To fold down this passenger seat downwards, we lift up the seating area. We lift up, we push it down, settle it down here. Then we have 2 levers to fold the back part of the chair. So we're gonna lift this lever up. We're gonna bring this towards us. We have another lever here that folds the halfway of the chair. And then we lift again, the first lever, push it down, and now the chair is nicely folded. Now we have to do it to the other chair. Again, lift up, bring it down, lever, push it towards you. Another level to fold halfway, lever, fold halfway. Now that we folded the passenger chairs, we can safely bring this part down, which is the sofa. So there's a lock pin right here on the top. We push it up to unlock. The sofa releases. Also very important, when you're bringing the sofa seating area down, there's a leg here that needs to be pulled out. So as you're bringing it down, this holds the bottom part. Put it into place by folding it down, bringing it down to the floor. And now we have to put the pillows, the seating pillows here. 1, 2, and 3. And now we continue the back part for your back. Now you can sit and enjoy some time here on the sofa. Back here towards the storage bag, we have the table that goes along with the sofa. So here's the table. To open it, there's some leg configurations, but we only want to put this in the rail. We want to put this on this rail here. So we need to take out the hooks, which are right here. 1 and 2. And then we just want to open up this T leg, the T leg. We want to open it upwards. There it locks. Now we're going to flip it over and we're going to align the hooks to the rail. We lift up. We align it to the rail, then slowly bring it down. And then the leg will have an adjustment because it might not make it down to the floor. So here's the lock. We push it out, the leg comes out, extension comes out, and we adjust it. We make sure it's on the right level, lock it, and then the table stays in place. When you're done with the table, to close the legs, make sure you got the pins 1 and 2 inside. And then very important to get the leg down, there's a push down unlock right here. The lock, push it down, bring the leg in, and make sure to unlock and readjust the extension and lock it. The passenger and the driver's side seats swivel back into the living area. There's a lever on the bottom of both of the seats. If we push back, we can rotate and then bring the chair backwards. Now we move to the kitchen area. We have the sink with the running water. We can lift this cover up, bring the nozzle in. We have running water. The bottom part cabinets, we open up this door here, push in to unlock, we open it up. We have two 10-liter water jugs, clean and dirty. So the clean one brings in the water, the second one is the drainage. On the side, we have the stove. Two stoves, the gas from the back runs into the stove, turn these on and you can cook. Right under this cabinet, there's a light, kitchen light that you can turn on. And then on the bottom part of the stove, there's two more flickers, switches for lights for the interior of the vehicle. And then there's two 230-volt connection outlets. These only work when you're connected to the campsite with the plug that's outside that runs into the electrical box at the campsite. The back, we have a refrigerator. There's a button up here. You need to hold this. You press and hold. And the refrigerator turns on. If you want it colder, you move to the right, higher. If you want it less cold, you move it to the left. You have the door, and then there's some cabinets and compartments up here. And then on top, you have the freezer. When you walk into the vehicle, on the passenger side, the top, you have the control panel of the vehicle. This button here is the master on and off. So when you press it, it will turn off. When you press it again, it will turn on. That makes all the lights in the back work, the refrigerator. So keep in mind to have that on. The top light will indicate if you have the cable 230-volt connection at the campsite connected. That will light up and indicate. The voltage levels here, when you press this button here, there's a battery symbol. You press it and it shows you the battery life of the secondary battery, which powers the majority of the back part of the vehicle. And then to the right, we have the module for the internal heating system. When it's cold outside and you want to have some hot air inside the vehicle, we have a control wheel. We tap it to turn it on. The light goes on. There's three symbols. The symbol with the three arrows pointing up, wiggly lines going upwards, that's the temperature we want to go to. We want to tap on that with the control wheel. Then we're going to get an indication of the temperature. We can set that to 20 degrees Celsius, tap it again. And then we have a timer. We can set it to whatever time we want. So if you want to have it for 116 minutes, we tap on that. And then once the red light turns on, it will begin producing the hot air inside this vehicle. Also, if you want to have the heater run all night without a timer, you can go all the way to the infinity sign, which is a sideways 8. That will indicate that you will have the heating system running all night. Now let's move on to the rooftop tent and how to open it. First, you need to take out two safety pins that are located on the left and the right. So there's a orange-red button that you need to press to release. That's number one. And then we go to the other one, press it, it unhooks. So that's number two. And then to completely unlock the rooftop tent, there's a button right here on the top side of the passenger sliding door. Once we press this, it will unlock the rooftop tent. But very important, make sure to take out the keys from the ignition before opening up the rooftop tent. So now we're gonna press and hold and wait for the unlock. There we heard the unlock, and we can slowly push the rooftop tent open. And we can just push it up with one hand. There's not that much strength needed. And then once you get to a certain level, the rooftop tent will slowly lift by itself. Here's the ladder that is connected to the roof portion of the tent, and you can easily climb up and then head into the rooftop tent. Up here, you can sleep up to 2 people. Here's the mattress, very, very comfortable. And then around in the front, so the front portion of the rooftop tent, this fabric zippers out and you can have a nice view from the inside looking out into the outside. Right over here you have a 12-volt connection, 2 USB connections, and a night light that you can use if you can't see. Now we want to close or bring down the rooftop tent. First, you want to maybe have one door open. It could be the sliding door or the front doors. Just have that open for the pressure. And on the very top of the rooftop tent, we have a strap right over here. If you can't reach the very, very high top of the rooftop tent to pull it down, you can easily grab on the strap and bring it down very, very slowly. The material will start squeezing inwards, and when you can reach the 2 handles that are both on the left and the right, make sure to evenly press down to hear the lock. Once you get the lock in, just push up on both sides to make sure both sides are locked. Now we can grab the safety pins, and don't forget to put these back in. There's going to be some material that's coming out. Just make sure to grab the strap, push it in from the side, push it in like this, and then grab the strap and push it tightly until you got it nice and cornered. There's also a moonroof or a window that you can open up to get some fresh air. You can just bring down this little lever and then you can rotate it, and then it'll slowly lift up. It'll incline upwards, and then you can get some fresh air from the outside. You also have a pull netting, and you can, from the other side, you can bring the other side in, and it's a shade to close the light. Just like the back, I showed you the shades on the windows. All the windows in this vehicle have shades, including the front of the vehicle. So right here by the windshield, which is the biggest glass, there's a push-in lock that releases the shade, and we can pull it out. And on this side as well, we push in, we bring this out, and then the shade locks in the middle. The doors also have these shades. We pull out, connect it and bring it out, and as well on this side we pull out and lock it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Now enjoy your time in Iceland.